Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Jellybird, and I'm going to be rating every single League of Legends character from a score from 0 to 10. So, how I did this, I had 5 criterias. Each possible score was 0, 1, and 2 for each criteria, and then I summed them up and gave them a score out of 10. So, the criteria are their 1v1s, their clears, their ganks, their objectives, and their win rates. So, I did all of this in Excel. It took a long time. So without further ado, let's get into my favorite champion, Sona from level 0. If you're finding yourself in level 0, you should not be taking this jungler under any circumstances, even in normals. But if I had to pick one jungler in level 0 that I absolutely love, it's Sona, because at least she has some late game scaling. So the rest of the level zeros are here. So you got Cassiopeia, Ezreal, Karma, all the ones you'd expect. It's mainly going to be the supports that show up in this level 0. My favorite jungler from level 1 is Yuumi. Yuumi is a great jungler if you just want to have some fun. You basically, ganks are going to be attaching to other people and seeing what happens. As you can see in the clip rolling, attached to a Malphite, he goes for an R. You're pretty useless in the early game, but then you can start scaling. So here are the rest of the level 1s. You've got people like Gangplank, Ahri, all the squishy people that you'd normally expect. They're going to make up your level 1s. My favorite jungler from level 2s, this is junglers that actually may work in normals. My favorite one is Alistar. I've actually tried this and made a video on this. Alistar is super fun. Clears aren't the best, but ganks can be kind of spicy with his CC, so make sure you try him out. So we've got a lot of champions in level 2. We've got Kai'Sa, Anivia, Thresh. These are people that can actually jungle. They're just not very good, or at least have some late game scaling. Level 3 junglers, you've got things like Blitzcrank, Corki, Galio. So these are great to have fun with in normals. And this is about the stage where you can maybe start thinking about taking these in ranked, although you might not be the most popular character. Next, my favorite champion from level 4 is Vayne. Vayne has great late game scaling, can do alright, just make sure you get a leash as she has trouble soloing the first buff. Once you pass level 2, you should be a-okay. So these are the rest of the characters from level 4. There's not too many characters in here, but these are some off-meta junglers that you might see in the jungle role. It's getting a little bit more popular now, so some of these might start looking familiar. So you got Bard, Nautilus. My favorite champion from level 5 is Ivern. So Ivern didn't make it too far up the list for a meta jungler. He's probably one of the lowest. But it's just solely based off the criteria that I picked. So he doesn't have very good 1v1. His ganks pre-6 are okay. Then we've got level 5. So the rest of the level 5s, these are the classic off-meta junglers. So you get the Nasus, you got some meta junglers in here, so Shyvana, but you got the Yoriks and Gwens as well. Teemo, this is my favorite jungler from level 6. This guy's an absolute menace. He's actually not a troll pick anymore. He's recently got jungle buffs to make him quite good in the jungle. A lot of people don't realize this yet, so pick him up while you can. So the rest of the level 6, you got things like Karthus, Fiddlesticks. These are decent junglers. Maybe not blind pickable, but definitely good against certain matchups. And now level 7, we've got Talon. It's my favorite jungler from level 7. He's just so versatile to play. I don't play Talon in ranked, but I'll take him at any normal match because he's just so fun. His versatility, jumping over walls, and he can dominate pretty much any matchup. These are the rest of the level 7. So we got some pretty decent junglers in here now. You'd start to recognize these people. We've got Jax, Malphite jungle, Morgana, Sion, Some good, solid off-meta picks here. And now we've got Olaf in level 8. This is my favorite level 8 jungler. He's just so simple. His 1v1s are amazing. I think what he's lacking in is probably late game scaling ganks. But apart from that, he's your classic good meta jungler. Now, the rest of the level 8s, these are meta junglers you'd see often. So we've got Echo, Amumu, Darius, Garen, Olaf. These guys are quite common. Alright, level 9. Now we're getting up to the big boys. We've got Trundle, one of my all-time favorite picks. He's pretty much good in every aspect. Maybe lacks a little bit in team fighting, although that wasn't considered as part of the criteria for this ranking system. And now the rest of the level 9s, these guys are absolute animals. You can pretty much blind pick any of these guys. You'll see these guys a lot in probably 90% of your games. You've got things like Warwick, Master Yi, all great junglers. And now level 10, these are pretty much junglers without any weaknesses. So the first one is Hecarim, everyone's all-time favorite or not favorite jungler, depending on which side you're on. Super good pick. So these make up the rest of our level 10s. We've got Hecarim, Vi, Nunu, Lee Sin, and Kha'Zix. You probably know the names. These guys absolutely dominate the jungle. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Jellybird, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.